Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Opted against a stitch with me today. We decided we're going to get the good old paint by numbers out. It'll make a nice change. So it's just a whip and chat today. What about it?
Can't get it out.
Oh, use your finger and pop it out from the bottom. Okay. So yeah, grab a project. Grab a drink. I only have my project, no drink. I should have made it coffee, never mind. Anyway, I thought it'd make a nice change to do something else. I'll fill in the edges in a minute. Today's weather is absolutely atrocious. The wind, it's so strong, and then this morning when me and Ellie were doing the papers, it was so cold. So cold. But, and as the days gone on, it's got windier to the point where even Binks was a bit, I don't really want to go out in that. He's such a scaredy cat. Tiny bit of wind and that's it, he won't go out. Number 14s. Why are you going to tell me that was it? Okay, drop my paintbrush on there then. Now let's do the edges. Yeah, so I've had Ellie Belly over here playing blinking Christmas songs for the past week. So annoying. I'm like, it's not even near Christmas yet. But, you know, it's like, she's like, well, it's past Halloween, so the next thing is Christmas. But I mean, our local Home Bargains, which is literally a 2-minute walk over there, they had their Christmas stuff out before the Halloween stuff this year, and it's just, I swear, every year it gets earlier and earlier. And then Ellie playing all the Christmas songs on the telly. Honestly. So an afternoon I'll put my headphones on and I'll probably watch a few floss tubes and then put some music on while I'm doing my stitching. So they have the telly. But I haven't got like noise cancelling headphones or anything, so I can still hear what's on the telly. But if it's not Christmas songs, it's Riley watching either Minecraft or Fortnite videos. You know, just other people playing it. You won't catch that bit. Rob's been noticing on the news though, talking of weather, there's a lot of flash floods going on sort of all around the world and stuff. I didn't realise that came down here. I forgot to show you, this is the image I'm working on, by the way. Forgot that part. Ellie's working on Cinderella. The paint by numbers that we've got of that one, the silhouette piece. You know, we've not touched these in ages. And I do enjoy doing them. And you can tell the temperature's really dropped. I keep hearing people say, oh, it's quite mild for this time of year. Is it just me that can feel the cold? You know, I think the change in temperature is what's given me the bad head for a few days. Well, it's like bad neck, bad head kind of thing. Yeah, because I've had a bad neck. It's like when you get up and we call it a crick neck. You've got up and you've been lying funny or something in your sleep. It's like that, but it doesn't go away in the day. And Monday, it really did cause me problems. My head, it was just splitting. It wasn't so bad yesterday. I put some is it? They call it, I think it's called freeze gel or something, but it's not. It's not frozen. It's instead of Ralgex, like it's the heat. This one's cold, and I rubbed that all into my neck yesterday. So yesterday was better, not so bad. I didn't have the headache. I still had a little bit of neck ache, but then today I can still feel the neck. I don't know. I hope I don't knock you guys. My ring light's like close to my head. I'm trying not to knock it. I'm expecting Tyler back any moment. So if the video jumps, you'll know why. He's had the dentist this afternoon. He's had new braces put back on, which means he's probably going to have a bit of toothache for the next couple of days. But I don't think he'll have them on much longer, to be honest with you, because his teeth weren't that bad. Mine, well, I've got another appointment on the 14th, I think, of November. And I think it's just got to the point where I'm going to tell her to just pull it out now. Because she's tried and tried and tried to get the nerve to settle down and stuff, and it's not having any of it. Yeah, there's only so many times I enjoy being stabbed in the gum with a needle. I don't like needles as it is. At the moment I can just about tolerate the ones where they take blood. Oh, nuts. I did my thyroid blood test. I haven't heard from him, so I'm assuming that's actually okay, so it might be my iron that's low. But I think I've read somewhere you have to be careful taking iron when you're on thyroid medication. It interferes with it, so I'll have to find out. I think I've put on enough weight as it is without adding to it. Is that all of that one? I think so. What's number 21? That's like a green. Just deciding what colour to do. Let's rinse these brushes. Oh, it's me telling you don't knock the paintbrush water over. And that's pretty much what I nearly just did. Twice. I hope the lighting's alright for you guys. It's pretty grey. Okay, what are we going to work with next? There's a lot of confetti with this painting too. Just trying to establish where you can see, so it has to be above here. What colour's the black? Is it 12? Yes. So I'm going to just carry on with some black for a little while. Binks is sitting in my seat, you know. We were just laughing before we before I hit record on the camera, because I'm obviously sat at the table. I'm not in my usual seat. Oh, I can't do that one because it's wet. And we were laughing because Binks was sniffing around my seat just, and I've just looked over at him and he's actually in my seat now. It looks like he's getting comfortable too. Yeah, it's just not on. Can you guys see? Yeah, you can see over here. I don't think this paint has got anything left in it. If it has, it needs a bit of water. That's because there's no paint in the bottom. Yeah, I know, but you know, if I've got some left in this one. Waste not, want not, my mum used to say. See? There's some on the sides. It's a bit chunky, but there's some on the sides. I've got some. I need to rinse my brush now, that looks a mess. There we go. Wow, still not clean. I have to change this water in a minute. I've only used it twice, I think. That's better. Hurry up. Let's see how this goes. Keep thinking I hear the gate.
No, there's a van.
That was Luna though.
There's a van.
Why at the back?
Mm-hmm.
I think it goes in there. I think that's the kettle cooling down. Oh, we were watching a programme this morning on YouTube. They put a lot of, some people put a lot of programmes up. And it was about people dodging train fares and bus fares and that around London. And this one guy, he'd been doing it for 5 years, they worked out. And every time someone stopped him, he'd say, oh, my wallet's been stolen. And if they wouldn't let him through the barriers, he'd just jump over them. Well, as it turned out, he'd been doing this for 5 years. And it showed you sort of towards the end how much debt he'd actually amassed. 5 years for every train he's jumped on came to £3,500. That was shocking, just shocking. And he's like, but the train fares are so expensive. Well, the train fares go up because of people like you that don't pay the fares. I agree they're expensive, but you know, everyone's got to pay it. Oh my God, that sounds bad. If you guys can hear that, that's actually the fence shaking. The trampoline will be okay. That's that ain't going anywhere. We found when we moved in these 4 massive, I don't even want to call them rocks. They're like boulders. They're so heavy I can't blink and move them. Rob put one on each of the 4 legs of the trampoline. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. I'd be surprised if a tornado could take the blooming trampoline. I can't lift the rocks to get them off the trampoline.
I wouldn't like to. I don't want to know what's beneath it.
No. Because we've got, we put down this weed layer sheet thing. And then we covered the rest. We went over it in bark. just so it was clean and tidy. The cats thought it was a litter tray. But seriously. It's a good job I haven't moved it. I would dread to think. Where's it going? You're picking another one, or are you just trying to find some more of the one you've got?
Trying to find more, but I can't find them.
Mind you, some of the spaces on yours are really small. They are on here, actually. But I'm going to use the other one.
I haven't even done that much. There's only
12.
that and that. That's all I can find.
Just move on to something else, you'll find it after. Right now. Let me just move this up because I'm not sure what you can see. Yeah, you can just see that.
Your water's gone blue.
Surprising considering I've been using black. Going to add a little bit of water to this just because it seems like it's thickened up a bit too much over time. It has been a while since I've touched these, so I'm not surprised. Did everyone enjoy Halloween? It was quiet here. Wasn't it raining now?
Yeah.
We were like, we're so glad we weren't going out. And it was also Logan's birthday the same day, but we went to see him on Sunday because Reese rang me Sunday and said, you know, they're going to be busy Monday, they're going out early, so could I come on Sunday? So I did. Can't believe he's 2 already. It is just shocking.
Did you use his brush?
What brush?
It's pink.
Nope, mine's here.
It's gone pink.
Oh, I used blue on mine. No, yeah I did. Pink, not blue. I knew that. Shh. Use this one then. Are you going to say I've cleaned it now?
Cleaned it.
I'm not sure if I ever did tell you guys, but we had to take Ellie to the doctors a couple of weeks ago. Stomach pain, she wasn't eating properly, and it was almost at the point where she wouldn't eat at all because it just, every time she ate it hurt. So I had to take her to the doctors after a few days because you can't go without food too long. So he had a feel of her stomach. He asked her for a urine sample, but you know, literally she'd been just before we left home, so that was nigh on impossible. But he said it was okay, he could work around it. So he had a feel of her stomach, and although she said the pain was in the bottom of her stomach, when he pressed, it caused a pain at the top. So he said, I think it's IBS. Does anyone in your family have it? Ellie looked straight at me, and I'm like, yeah, that would be me. He says, well, yeah, that's what I think it is. So he had to be careful about what he gave her because of her age. She's only 13. She can't have what I take for IBS. So he gave her some omeprazole. The first day, she's only supposed to take it first thing in the morning. 1 tablet all day, that's it. And she's supposed to take it half an hour before she eats, which is alright. The first day, I don't think it really worked, did it? Because you still had the stomach pains, but you got to give it time, I suppose. So the second day, she took a tablet, waited half an hour. It was gone. I don't think we've had that stomach pain since. So it's worked. So, poor girl. She's got IBS the same as I have. And I've just put in a repeat prescription for it, because they've only given her 28 days worth. Hopefully they'll renew it. I mean, it's worked. I wouldn't want her to stop taking it, because the crying and the stomach ache when she doesn't take it is awful. So she wanted to eat 'cause she was hungry, but didn't want to eat because it hurt. So but because she wasn't eating it, it got that bad she couldn't actually tell in the end whether it was hunger pains or stomach pains from food or anything. But we got it sorted. They have gone a bit dry, haven't they?
Yeah. It's gone up the brush.
Yeah, it does. I will scrape it on the side and I'll just use the tip of my brush to...
Look.
Yeah. Poor pandemic out for the first time in months yesterday. Took a picture of it and then forgot to post it up to Instagram last night. Did I all finish there? Okay, we'll do this one then. And try not to put my hand in the wet paint. Oh, Logan's starting to talk. Courtney sent me a little snippet of a video the other day. And you heard Courtney say, I'm gonna be 2. Oh, bless him, he did try. I'll be 2, he says. It's so cute. And then Reese said to Logan, who's that? And he pointed at Riley. And he said, Tyler. And he said, no, it's not Tyler. It's Riley. And for the first time, he's been trying to get him to say it for ages, but for the first time when I was there, he actually said it. And it was so clear. He is so cute. And he can say nanny perfectly. Some days when we're on video chat, Reese will sort of point the phone towards Logan and say, who's that? And he'll go, no. He doesn't want to talk. Whatever's banging, that doesn't sound good. Last time we had winds like this, my whole back fence blew down. Now the back of our house, right outside the fence, is a loading bay for the shops that are out the back. So we couldn't leave it. We had to pick it up. But then because we picked it up, they said it wasn't an emergency, so they didn't need to come out and fix it straight away. Wish I'd left it in the road, but yeah, it did rip off the entire back fence, so I'm praying this strong wind doesn't last. Can you see where I'm working? I think so.
It's on the edge of the camera, but yeah.
Literally. Let's just move it over a little. So yeah, anyway, we bought Logan this little car mat. It's, you know, the car mats that have got like the roads and the trees and stuff on it. You play with it with your cars. Bought him one of those. It's a double-sided one. Oh, him and Riley were well away with it. Absolutely were. And then I bought him this Spider-Man car. It's got Spider-Man sitting in it. You pull it back, you let it go, and a wheel pops out halfway up the front underneath and makes it do a wheelie. He kept wheeling it to me, and I'd wheel it back, and then he'd go and play on the mat and crash with Riley with the cars. But he's so funny. He actually tries to hold a conversation, but he babbles. Some words you can kind of make out, but he does this thing with his hand. If he wants you to come here, he won't say come here, he'll do this with his hand. And he'll just wait for you to, you know, realise what he's on about. And it's so cute. I don't think I've ever really seen him miserable. Even like when he's been teething, he hasn't been miserable. He's had an off day maybe, but nothing bad. I need to put some water in that bit. Give me a second, I'm watering up my paint. Did someone answer? Yeah. So we're just listening to the radio. They do a money competition every day. And we always like to see if someone won it. Can't tell now if that's the wind or the heating. Oh, go and turn it off. It's gone quarter past.
I bumped my hand.
I didn't ask you to touch the radiator. I just said I can't tell if that's the heating or the wind.
Gel.
Yeah.
Got paint on the end.
That's nice.
How am I supposed to get out?
Good question. You'll have to shuffle your chair backwards. You're having trouble there? Just a little.
Which one is it?
The very left one.
I'm so smart. Ow.
You won't be sitting there long, Binks. That's my crafting spot. Isn't it funny how you get used to a particular chair or a particular seat when you're doing, you know, your cross stitch or whatever. That's my corner. Rob will come in and he'll go, "It's freezing in here." And me and Ali will both look at each other like, it really isn't. And then he'll go, "Oh, well, you're not cold because you're sitting in the corner surrounded by all your stuff." And then I just look at him and he goes, "All right, surrounded by all your crafting whatevers." Binks, you're not funny. He's curled up, proper curled up in my seat. Oops. I'm holding your paintbrush here, lady. I think that fell on deaf ears. If I shouted money or sweets, oh, they do that first time every time. But when it's something else that doesn't really interest them, it's a different story. You just caught the cage. You can tell that eating's been on. I'm roasting. Well, you in for the afternoon, are you, Al? Oh no, that's tacky. You guys can't even see what I'm working on over here. I'm trying not to knock you though. That's better.
Those are working.
Was I watching you? No. So I don't know. I would say touch it, but if you get paint on your hands, that's on you. Pity Tyler's got to do his paper round in this wind.
It's raining again.
And the rain then. Makes me glad I do mine in hours in the morning. Touch wood, we've dodged the rain for about 3 mornings on the run now. It's absolutely chucked it down overnight. A couple of them mornings when we've got up, it has actually still been raining, but by the time we've got dressed and ready to go, it stopped. And it hasn't started again, so pretty lucky really. Oh my goodness. That's off camera, isn't it? Oh, got it on my hand. We'll finish this bit down here. Let's go that way a bit. Hoping. I haven't done paint by numbers for months.
I've got such a shaky hand.
Well, the trick is to rest your hand on the table. And then use your pinky to steady your fingers.
Just hit me in the eye.
That wasn't me. So what have you guys been up to? Anything exciting? I love hearing what you guys have been up to. Mine's quite boring really.
or cross stitch?
Or headaches?
Both.
If I'm not doing one, I've got the other, so... I'm expecting a shout in a minute. Tyler to open the door. Mum.
He hasn't moved through the back gate yet. Got paint on them.
That's a hazard, you know, when you're doing paint by numbers. Just saying, I've got it on my hand. Oh gosh, it really has gone grey.
It's really starting to rain.
That wind. Poor Tyler yesterday. I was so frustrated with him. He'd gone to meet his girlfriend in Shrewsbury and he said he was going to catch the 7:45 train back. So 7:45 came and went and he rang me. Mum, I've missed the train. How did you manage that, Tyler? He goes, well, it was raining, so we were waiting under a bridge. He said, but I didn't keep an eye on the time. He said, there's one at 8:30, but they've just cancelled it. He goes, so the next one now isn't till 9:30.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh, praying he could get himself home. Anyway, there was a train in the station. He wasn't sure if it was his, so I said, for goodness sake, see someone, ask someone. I texted him. I didn't get a reply, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? I text 10 minutes later, I'm on the train. Okay, so that's your train then? He said, yes. It pulls into our town centre. He gets off and he goes to the bus station. And by this time it's like 10 o'clock at night, so he's only got an hour because I think they finish at 11, just after 11. So he goes to the bus station. He goes, the bus that was supposed to be here hasn't showed up. So I've got to wait. So it was like, just, okay, whatever you do, keep me informed. The bus turned up. He goes, bus is here, I'm getting on, thank God. Next thing I know, I'm getting a text message. Waiting for the engineer, the mechanic, sorry. The bus won't start. Oh my gosh, I swear, it was just one of those days. I've got it all over my hand. It was one of those days yesterday. I think he got home sort of 11:15.
Wow.
They got it started. He said the mechanic came out, give it a smack or something. That's how we used to solve the TV problems back in the day. If it wasn't working properly, you just give it a clout. Yep. And that would be how it worked. You just like me sitting here holding your paintbrush, don't you?
I forgot you hold it.
Well, you weren't painting, so where else did you think it was?
I don't know.
I'm going to let you guys go in a second. Tyler's going to be back in a sec. Not that he needs me for anything, he's just got to drop his bag, grab his paper bag and his scooter and go.
There's a little one at the end.
Pull it.
It's got paint on it.
You already got paint on your hands, so what does that matter?
I got it.
There you go then. Right guys, thank you for spending some time with me and letting me chit chat with you. I would be so appreciative of you guys if you could just give the video a thumbs up. It helps us creators out immensely. Other than that, take care, stay safe, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you in just under 2 weeks for my next flash tube. Take care guys, bye.